outskirts of Pearl. And I remember waiting for a cab because I was going to go back to my place waiting for a cab. I actually watched a young girl pull down her pants, squat, and urinate in the street. And she didn't care if anybody sparked. She did it right there. And I couldn't believe that I was watching this because I was thinking, couldn't she find a place that's, you know, out of the way, no one would see her, maybe in a park somewhere near a tree, I don't know. I mean, you know, when you gotta go, yes, right? But see, there's something that can be done.
When you gotta go. Ah, pinched my finger. Fuck. That hurt. Goddamn. Fucking whore. I'm having issues. I'm having issues. Profanity? You're fucking right, profanity. You're fucking right, there's gonna be some profanity. And I ain't no show without some fucking profanity, I'll tell you what. By the way, I found the best fucking steak, or steak jerky. Cattleman's Cut, Texas style flank. Tell you what, this shit's good shit.
The president orders National Guard troops to go door to door inoculating people. I mean, there's no vaccine that'll help you against bubonic plague. There's no vaccine. And what if they were to say, well, we're going to initiate giving antibiotics? I mean, that's going to be weird. We have antibiotic, raids, quarantines. I mean, one of the deadly early infections in human history is the plague. It caused an estimated 50 million deaths in Europe during the Middle Ages. If you get it, the symptoms appear within 1 to 7 days after you're infected. You get painful, swollen lymph nodes, you need bubbles on your body. They show up right underneath your underarm, or right below your underarm, or through your groin. Okay? It goes through.
I like my meat with condiments.
And then you get the infection, you get the pain, you get the swollen lymph nodes.
Fair enough. Condiments for meat is always a good thing. And a good idea.
It caused close to 50,000 human cases during the last 2 decades. It is categorized by the World Health Organization as a emerging disease. And what's worse, the bacteria that causes the plague in an aerosolized form, that's considered one of the most likely biothreats. And it's classified.
I like my juicy meats with condiments.
So if they were to aerosolize the plague,
I like my juicy meats with condiments. Comments come forth. They will be coming forth. Give it time. Give it time. It's YouTube's bullshittery. As I slowly fade into the void. And Bear is just like literally following you by like a foot. Goofball.
Oh, did you get it?
Oh yeah, I already did.
What did you get there?
2.5.
Cool.
And then old Joe is saying hello. Old Joe says hello, y'all. He says that's hello. Oh, I just had a good pop in my neck. That was nice. Oh, that felt so good. That felt delicious. That's dangerous. Be careful. Oh my God. What are you, my mama? Be careful, mama. I ain't gonna hurt myself, mama. I'll make sure that I'm doing just fine, mama. I'll make sure that I'm got my pearly whites and I ain't got my little pick fence, mama. I ain't gonna do no harm, mama.
I would just say is all of this complain about the homeless that look so off. Like, you know, our friends does.
So much water, sounds like a waterfall in the background. Boom. Get my daily grind going. Oh my goodness, take time. It is taking time. I saw Melty was over last stream. The last one or the one before it? He wasn't on the last one. He was on the live Ignorism I did a few days ago. So if you're talking about that one, then yeah. But if you're talking about the one last night, no. I don't remember him being here unless he like telepathically like inserted himself about my awareness. I'm pretty sure there's been about 6 minutes of hand washing going on. Something about a booty call that he didn't go. Yeah, he supposedly had a booty call, but I guess he ditched him. So he had some drinks, and he also got really, really high at the bar. So when he came back, he was just like really, really lit. And it was actually kind of funny to see him that stoned, because I haven't seen him like that stoned in a long time. So it was pretty funny. Won't lie. Man, at least he chilled the fuck out. Well, that's the key with Tyler. Just get him to be fucking stoned and he'll go on a rant, but you won't. But the great thing is, you won't hear any violence or death. I'm so happy I get to see. Oh, okay. I support free speech, but AOC can't call Trump a racist. Okay, you free speech advocate. Free speech for me, but not for thee. Like I said, get Tyler on psilocybin. We're not even 10 minutes in, and we're already talking about this motherfucker. Fuck this country. Yep. No, I agree. How do you think I'm a misanthrope? He sounded better. Probably because he be stoned, bro. He had a little bit of that ganja is that. I should give Tyler a ticket to Srebrenica, so he can get his violent fantasies. Damn. Does Tyler smoke marijuana? Not often, no. He used to, I mean, if you go back on my old weed tubing days when I was like smoking a ganja, you know, on daily and doing that as my main source of content, he was. Very much was. In fact, he did a lot of videos with me, getting lit as fuck. And overall, yeah, he was way more chill back then. Let's put it that way. I've been every day for the past 5 years. Let me see here. 4 years for me. Well, it's about to be 5 years. No. No. Hold on. Let me think about it. About to be 22. 21, 20, 19, 18. 5 years. I started junior year. I started on my 18th birthday. I know exactly the day I smoked because it was my birthday. My 18th. I knew exactly when I started. It was more sporadic at first, but it eventually became a, habituary. Slowly but surely. Which is whatever, Mary Jane is the great love that everyone must love, right? If you don't, you're a fucking freak. If you at least can't respect the Mary Jane, then issues will be set upon us. And I mean issues, boy. I mean like a lot of issues. If you at least are like, yeah, I'm not a fan, but I can dig it. Then okay, we're fine. That's cool. We're good. It's all Gucci, bro. But if you're like, I don't do it, and I don't like it, and I don't like you do it, I'll just be like, well, fuck you. I'm like, you can go away. How about that, sir? I'll just enjoy myself. You can be a party pooper. That's right. It's been fun. We've been kind of procrastinative. I mean, for me, it's more of like procrastinative at home because I've got like a full fucking like thing going on. Doing a lot of corporatized work. And it's gonna be fun. Put myself for this shit. Oh god, it's great. It's great. Apparently with hot takes, people who smoke marijuana wants it illegal. As far as I know, he doesn't like hate people smoking weed. He doesn't have a good reaction to the smell of it. And he doesn't really want it done around him. As far as I know, he doesn't really, from my experience, he doesn't really mind that, I smoke weed. He just doesn't want me to do it around him. And I'm like, that's fine. I'm just gonna go smoking around the corner real quick. I'll be back in like a couple minutes, when I come back, I'm usually still myself doing my own thing, I'm just like, it's just like I'm a little bit elevated, I'm just having my own little good time on top of the rest of the good time, you know what I'm saying? But, I mean, if he really thinks that, well, what the fuck, bro? I'm like, what the fuck, bro? You hate me? You hate me, bro? I'm hated by you now, sir? What did I do to you? Besides maybe blare music a little too loud in your car on the way to Furlandia that one year. I remember, he would, during Furlandia, he was my ride to and fro and stuff, because he, back when Stefan was back in our high school houses, basically, just fresh out of that. Because Stefan hasn't moved out yet. Pretty much, like, we all haven't really moved much. I haven't either, yet, to be fair. But whatever, side point. And, he was, actually spending his weekend over at Stefan's place, which wasn't far away from me. So he would, every time, we would just roll up, together, and roll back. Pretty simple. It's definitely cheap. Who names their child Wahats? Maybe an Indian name. That's not his real name, but that's just what he goes by. Or at least online. It's one of those furry names, It definitely sounds, like, what do you mean by Indian? Like Native American Indian? Because if you mean by that, then yeah. Then it definitely sounds like it. If you mean, like, Indian that, like, in India, then I'm like, okay, well, wait, and not really. I mean, I guess it could work either way. I mean, Hindu Indian. Yeah, I'm just thinking, I'm thinking, yeah, it works either way, honestly. But, nah, he's whitey. He's white as fuck. What sounds Hindian? Dude, what if that's like what, we start calling Indians now, just because like the strength of like the like nomenclature for both races are pretty much like too strong. Like Native Americans is Indian. Then when you think of India, you're like, might as well just say Hindian, but nah. It's still logical, whatever. Anyway, but yeah. Yeah, I actually forgot what exactly his real name was. Hindia. That's how it's pronounced in some Indo-Aryan languages. Hindia. Oh well, hey, they already did it themselves. So what's the old hoopla? It's like we're one step ahead of you, you bastards. You're right, devil. We are already ahead of you. You white devil. You are already slacking behind on our progressivism. That's what the word Hindu. Yep. In Hindi, the country's called Bharat. Bharat. Dude, have you ever seen those festivals near like the Kashmir region? Like the border festivals or some shit? Where they have like these big gates. And they do like these crazy ass march festivals or some shit. And they're like super energetic, super insane, super like high energy. And like there's troops doing it, have like crazy like dress uniforms and fucking are doing insane shit. It's just crazy, dude. I forgot exactly what it's called, but honestly, like either side, like the Pakistan version of it, if you look on their side, or the Indian version on the other side, they're both fucking like, what the fuck? It's just like, whoa. There's a lot going on with their acrobatics. Like those men are basically doing like gymnastic level shit. I saw a Hare Krishna festival in St. Augustine, Florida. There's some old guy shirtless doing a dance trance thing, sitting in the sun for hours, all burnt up. Ooh. Ugh, burning in the sun all day? Damn, you know he's getting skin cancer. Skin cancer. Oof. And you wonder why I'm so pale. Because I don't want to be burnt. No, thank you. I don't like burning. On sunscreen, that's why I want to move to the desert, so you can burn. So you can burn. This probably ain't working. So I have some cool geography to get high with. Honestly, there's a lot of cool geography around the world, period. Like, I can name so many places: desert, jungles, tundra, forests, meadows, plains, like all valleys and shit. I can name so many different places I want to get high with. Geographically wise, not anywhere specific. I mean, I've gotten high on the tundra before. Icelandic tundra. So, I mean, there's that, I suppose. That was actually pretty cool. I got to walk up on top of the mountain during lunch and shit. It was actually the video where I'm, like, eating a sandwich on the side of a hillside. And I was out in Iceland. After I did that, I went back up, kind of sat up there for a minute, got high for a bit, and I was just like, damn, this is awesome. And I went back down. It was pretty legit. Damn, got smoky all of a sudden. Smoky, smoky. I mean, like, what? I'm thinking of, like, some geographical places I haven't really actually, like, gotten high in yet. I mean, honestly, there's a lot, but I'm thinking of, like, the one I want to go to next. I guess the desert, honestly, because, Oregon's got a little share of deserts. I mean, they're not nothing fancy, but, you know, they're cool little deserts. And I'm sure I could find some really cool places in Oregon deserts and shit. How are you, Joe? Had any good food today? Yeah, I'm just snacking on Texas-style flank steak, and Joe's probably treating himself to some succulent meals. I'm eating my first meal in 2 days, thanks to Infinity Bills and work schedule and stuff. It's helped me out my productivity, but still. Yeah, see, that's why I really don't want that shit. I'd rather eat more and try to plump up a little bit than get anorexic looking and be more productive. No thanks. I just couldn't, no. Like, if I was doing that shit, I probably wouldn't be eating anything right now. And I should be right now, which is why I am. So, like, before I did this, I was actually kind of feeling a little low energy. I'm like, do I even want to do a stream right now? Should I just wait until, like, 10 or something? I'm like, nah, fuck it. I'm just gonna go to the store real quick, grab some food for later, too, you know, next few days, and just call it good, and now I'm feeling better, so. As it gets in a little later tonight, I got a little, shoddy shots. I just need to get it out of the freezer. I'm letting it chill, though, so. I'm just gonna give it time as we warm into this 20-minute low-energy, banterous intro of a way to start, as it usually is, isn't it? Not really, honestly. The last few have been pretty legit. Pretty good. I've actually been kind of picking which ones I kind of want to keep going, you know, keep public, and which ones I don't now at this point, because I know some of them are like, that one ain't as good. I'm just like, nah, nothing really went out as popping. I don't remember anything significant coming out, certain stuff out, like that type of thing. So it's just like, nah. I remember some shit from last night. That shit was hilarious. Just psychoanalyzing Trump's shit. Like, Joe, I wish you were there last night. We literally, me and Stefan and Carl, we all just, like, psychoanalyzed Trump's shit. Just hardcore. Like, from the gut lining to, like, the consistency and texture and the detail of, like, the shit itself. Like, everything. And the scent. Like, everything, dude. We went into everything. Like, I wanted to, like, I legitimately was kind of curious for a second, so I delved into it. And I know that I wove something about a croissant in there. I mean, just watch it, dude. It's just fucking absurd. It's ridiculous. I bet it's just a bunch of orange grease. Yeah, that's a part of it. We definitely, I remember we talked about definitely having, like, this layer of, like, grease, of this greasy oil that would be on top, like, around it and on it. So, I'd imagine that color of that, you know, to delve into it a little bit, would probably be orange, yes. It'll be like the spray tan that gets absorbed into his body, and then it just finds its way absorbed into his, like, digestive system, and thus his shit turns out orange, with this greasy orange color. Orange man. Well, he is orange. Imagine Brett shits. I imagine him being very similar, but honestly, in a lot of ways, far worse. I imagine his being worse. I don't even want to try to comprehend. Like, the reason why I was able to psychoanalyze Trump's shit, because I had a few years to, like, you know, understand him. Like, I mean, I haven't had the same amount of, like, you know, lengths, you know, to go with Brett, you know what I mean? At least Trump has a doctor. There is that. Like, we actually have, like, records we can kind of get an idea with. Brett, that is very, like, we can only go off the diet. And honestly, that's still very incomprehensible because, good God, I mean, there's definitely more to it. And I imagine just the stereotype of mac and cheese brothel situation. Like the mac and cheese, like as much as stereotype, I'm sure he has a little bit more going than that. Brett who? Be glad. Just be glad you asked that. Brett who? That's where you should leave it at. Just don't go further than that. But if you so incline, Brett Keane. God TV Radio, Games You Love, comes right out of fucking Festus, Mississippi. I remember back in 2010, 2011 when I used to play Battlefront Star Wars Original with him and some Sick Hand Block TV friends on Game Ranger. He had a chronic diarrhea, he'd tell us. Oh, that's okay. That really kind of puts into picture about his average. Okay, yeah. If it's chronic, oh god, yeah, it's never. Yeah, I remember he told us back when he was diagnosed with IBS, he had some medicine to take. Probably doesn't take it anymore. He probably can't even afford it. Honestly, low key, just think about it. If we had like a universal healthcare system, people like Brett would probably be slightly better off. Not by much, but they probably would. You take a 10-minute shits, he wouldn't diarrhea all the time, but more than usual, most people. Ugh. Yeah.
Cheers.
I just can't imagine that, dude. Because diarrhea naturally gives you spice-hole for the most part. Low key though, I almost had that earlier, but it wasn't really bad. It was a chemical warhead, that was for damn sure, but ugh. Like, you know those, like, you don't know if you're about to, like, fart or shit. You really just don't know, but you know something's built up. But you just can't tell. But you just really need to release it. Like, I had one of those earlier, and I was just like, oh god, it was not making me feel good. It's like, whatever it is, I need to release it. So I was just like, fuck it. Went in the bathroom, whatever, and thank god I did. I'm keeping it pretty, minimal for details, unlike some people, but good god, it was definitely a stinker, I'd say. It has as much as he's a scumfuck, I liked hanging out with him. It was fun to talk to him, play video games, and talk to on stick him. Yeah, I'm sure he definitely had his points, but now he's just kind of a sad excuse of a human now. I'm just never did meet TJ Paul's Eagle. I wish I had one. They didn't have so many fans. I know, right? Yeah. I kind of wish I was able to kind of know Paul Ziegel in his more early days. I mean, in a way, it's still probably possible to talk with him, but it's just very, very rarely like it's possible.
Cheers.
I know I've had a few interactions with him on Twitter, like a couple. Not many, but, like one or two. And I know I had a few with TJ as well. Like, you can kind of get a mild interaction with them, but it's nothing like anything significant. It's just like, oh, they noticed my comment on Twitter or some shit, and they liked it and replied to it. Cool. It's just like, all right. You can't really do much with that, but, there's not much, at least for me, that I get out of that. It's just like, oh, that's cool. They're having a conversation with me. It's online, and it's not really direct. Like, it'd mean way more to me if it was, like, in person and direct, you know what I'm saying? Even a fucking phone conversation or an interview. I used to see Paul Ziegel on Stick Hammer on Block TV and a lot back in the day, and Fake Sega streams, and Menhem streams. Back when it was upbeat and jovial, but never went to their voice hangouts like do with Brett's. Yeah. Paul's definitely kind of simmered down, from what I can tell. I mean, in a way, that's kind of, alright, because I kind of like him a little bit more metal, because when he does get those high-energy, like, explosion rants, they add an extra pop. So, I mean, I don't know, like, because whenever he does get explosive and energetic and upbeat, especially when he's in his rants, they really have a little extra pop, so when he's a lot more chill, it's just like, we're chill, I, like, honestly, like, if me and Paul met in person, I bet we'd vibe really well. I mean, I bet, just like, on, just like, overall, just like, I think, it would be, like, besides, like, maybe, like, he would be a little bit more blunt as to me being a little bit more chiller, in a way. But overall, kind of like a same vibe mentality of just, like, let's all chill and talk to people and smoke, just hang. Because I'm kind of the same way. I'm just like, let's just hang out with people, smoke a J if they want to, let's talk and stuff, It's why, even though there's, like, intense, brashful, like, impassioned rants and shit going on, I still find it fun and fruitful. Because it's like, hey, I mean, shit, we're getting, at least there's the discussion being had, and we're having these ideas and thoughts being, made. And we're exposing ourselves to these different ideas and everything, and, trying to, at least plant a seed of these ideas, so, you can at least it's been thought about. Whether one person agrees with it or another is totally a different thing, and that's fine. But hey, at least the discussion has been had, yeah? So the reason why I do these is just because I like having discussions with people. random little people that come through and shit. Even if it's something I don't really know much about or can't vibe 100% with, it's like, hey, I could still fucking, do it. I'll still try, push and have a conversation, try to keep it going. Maybe try to lean it towards something I can, go on about as well and, go back and forth with. But, hey. It's spent just about every Friday evening, weekends on Game Ranger and Stickam voice chat playing Battlefront, Battlefield, and shit with Brett and his YouTube crew. Brett played a large role in me becoming an atheist. This is back when he was still one. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't even know what the fuck Brett's doing now with himself when it comes to that whole religious shit. I don't even know what he's doing anymore. Is he even still doing his YouTube thing? Like, I don't even get his videos at all anymore. I don't even, like, no one talks about, it's very rare that he's, like, really mentioned out in the sphere on, just on YouTube besides just very few people. But overall, it just kind of seems like he himself just kind of dropped off. I can't remember exactly when the first time it was becoming Christian, but he would come back and say atheism for a second time. I feel like he'll probably do it a third time, too. Actually, didn't he say he was on BitChute now? I think that's where he's doing this little scheme, is on BitChute. He just made me think about Afterlife, why it's not real. I mean, yeah. Like, it wasn't really much for Brett for me on that one. It was just more of, like, I think it was just more of myself, actually. Like, I can't really think of anyone specifically who really made me think, yeah. It was just more like I thought about it and just, like, thinking about, like, the void state in between dreams while you sleep. Thinking about, like, before I was even born. And everything is just a black void nothingness. And why does it not make sense for that to continue towards? Makes total sense. He had at least 30 channels, maybe more. He probably has more of them still. Well, he's done more than a third time. He saw back and forth between things in various forms with these and numerous times. And we count all the little side channels he's had. Oh, God. Yeah, that, you know what? That is true, isn't it? Man, what a... I have to give him credit. He's dedicated to whatever the fuck he's doing. Whatever he's doing, he's a dedicated bastard. I'll give him that. I mean, like, hey, I mean, that's why I can at least, respect out some people's dedication. Just like, you're fucking dedicated, damn, man. You just keep going, and even though to pretty much most of the community of YouTube that you delve around with, you're the most obscure nobody ever. It's like, damn, son. Honestly, for someone like Brett, I don't care what kind of immoral shit you do in life. I don't care what if you lie. I don't care what you believe. And just have a good taste in video games and music, movies. Provide good gameplay experience and good company conversation. What you did, you just me out, supposed to follow in a lot of 90s bands, 9 Inch Nails, stuff like that. Yeah. Now, as a gamer or content, like as a content creator for gaming and stuff like that, I don't care. That's totally fine. Honestly, though, Brett could probably make a little small following for himself if he just did that on Twitch. Just start doing that. Just drop this bullshit that he's doing now. He probably actually make a little something for himself. Get out of the little trailer park house that he's in. Get a decent little apartment or some shit. There's a time when I was legitimate quote friend. Fuck, I'm just coughing. Hold on. There was a time where I was, quote, friends legitimate with Brett Kane, internet friends, though. Oh, yeah. I mean, I consider internet friends, as well. I just don't put them on the same level as, like, real life friends, because you really shouldn't, consider that. You should know the difference, like, hey, I don't know everything about this person's life. I'm not, like, actually with them. I mean, once you actually get to meet the person and actually get to hang out with the guy or girl or whoever you're hanging out with, then it's different. But, you know, if you haven't yet, then, you know. I've learned this a lot, even with, like, internet relationships. Just don't get caught up in that shit either. If you want a relationship with somebody on the internet, meet them first. I was like 12, 13, so I had to lower my voice a bit. Luckily, he never tried to molestate me. Good. Yeah, for real. Yeah, being on a kid or the internet is volatile as fuck. You ever been voice chatted? I think we did on Xbox Discord, right? I think once. I think on Discord once, at least. I need to still get a fucking mic for my Xbox, though. That's the only reason why, like, there's been other people who I know I've been friends with on, like, Xbox shit for a long time. And, they've been hitting me up, and I'm just like, I don't have a mic yet. Or else I would hit you up and see what's going on and shit. I don't think we ever have. I'm not too sure if we have, though it wouldn't be surprised if we have at least once. Because I know there was one time I wanted to set up like a little four-way debate. I honestly forgot on what. But a four-way debate on something between all, like, Joe, you and I, and Stefan about something. I honestly forgot what, because I thought it'd be interesting and entertaining. And just fun little way to interact with everybody on an issue, but didn't really happen. Damn, dude, you need to get one so we play Battlefield 1 and have those debates. Yeah, I mean, I have a mic and shit set up. It's just the streaming, effectiveness for doing those type of debates. Because once I can do that type of shit, I'm pretty solid. Which I need to... This week won't be the week to do all this, but it'll be some point. We're going to have a debate drug legislation, religion, cultural, and shit like that. Oh yeah, it was about drug legalization. I remember now. I don't think it was specifically on the other issues, but primarily on drug legalization, on drugs. You can just go from your phone and use that microphone. No, that's gonna suck. I mean, I guess I suppose I could, but I mean, I would want to record it and upload it as a debate type of thing, so... I mean, I guess someone else doing that could, and then just have it uploaded from there, but... does suck, the quality is bad. I'll figure it out. I just personally don't want to do it from a phone mic. It seems so ghetto. Seems so low quality. To me at least, I don't know. Probably just wrong. I'm probably just wrong. Just wrong about shit. I know shit. I'm wrong about shit. I don't know shit. I know shit, don't know shit, and I'm wrong about shit. And I'm right about a bunch of shit, too. That's good ass jerky. Good God, what is this? We displayed those so we can burn them? Here. Hold up. Hold up now. Here. Use that to burn them. Gotta use that fire, bro. Gotta use that to burn those with. And also, they should be flipped upside down. Like, save a few and flip them upside down for distress and shit, but other than that, burn the rest. Like, I got an American flag that I have upside down, and the only reason why I still have it is just because I've had that, as far as I know, all my life, and I'm just like, I The only reason why I don't want to burn is just because personally sentimental for me. That's it. If it wasn't, I'd just probably burn it too. I gotta get up tomorrow and go in sick job 9 a.m. Look pretty now. Fuck, man, they cut my hours back to one shift a week. Oh, that sucks, dude. That's just fucking terrible. Bad man. I'm not a bad man. It's freedom. It's my free speech is to do so, bruh. My free speech is to burn that flag. To burn any flag, honestly. You know what? I can't reach it. Oh, it's stuck. Oh, good. Wasn't stuck in there. Nice and cold. Well, did I not get it totally off? Oh, fuck me. I didn't. No! No! It's stuck. Damn it. No! No, vanilla. No! Vanilla, no!
Yep.
God damn it, man. There we go. Got it now. Dad opened his store and restaurant chain in town, so I guess I'm back once there aren't so tight on money. I love both jobs, different advantages. You respect the flag and knows to dash for it. Why do I need... Why? And by the way, the people who died for it are different than... Or quote-unquote died for it, or having respect for those people is different than having respect for a flag. So Robert that Carl from the South, aka Sony also says hello and asks, how are you? He's a little bit embedded into the conspiracy world of Clyde Lewis, so I don't think that's going to be viable, unfortunately.
What?
Carl or Stoney Lawson says hello and asks, how are you?
I'm doing great.
I was until you interrupted me in my Clyde, you son of a bitch.
Just playing poker.
Would you like a Shotzi's, good sir?
A what?
A Shotzi's, good sir?
Oh, sure.
Speak from the South. I'll let you take the Carolina one. Have the honors in doing that one, so...
I knew it. Yeah,
Plus, it's nice and chilled.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Boom. Ooh.
Damn. Good shit. Oh, I folded. It didn't fold.
You fold. How dare you? What'd you do? If in 1950 songwriters of America social died for any freedoms, they died for line of pockets and military industrial complex, even so. Yep. Like Smedley Butler said, acting like gangsters for capitalism. Ding, ding, ding. South Carolina shock ass for Stoney Lonesome. Yep. I gave it to him, hence why I had the honors. The soldiers didn't have a say on what they died for. So I need to... So they didn't really have a say what they died for, but I should respect them for dying for that, though. Of course they don't choose. Well, yeah. I respect them for the fact that they went out there and did something that most people are not really going to go out there and do. And risk their lives and you know, and also, you know, potentially die, you know, end their own lives, you know, not by their own accord, but, you know, due to the actions of whatever the fuck's going on during that thing. Barefoot soldiers are pawns. I respect bravery and mean sacrifice, but I don't respect war and ultimate purpose of the government. Exactly. No, Paul, you can't live stream right now. I'm doing it. The Poltergeist is live right now. Fuck you, Paul. How dare you, Paul? I want to watch you now, but I'm not... I just got a notification that he's live. Ugh. The urge to go see what he's doing. We choose to defend their country and us, but don't control the day-to-day decisions. Well... Yeah, I don't even know if you... I mean, I don't even think they know that specifically. I mean, do you know that literally every single person's chooses to do that? Because I don't think everyone who's a soldier chooses to become a soldier for that reason. They're not defending the country. Ultimately, it's creating enemies. Exactly, it is. To create more of the endless war, or create more profits for that said complex. If you want to read more of that, just War's Racket, you can read the book by Smedley Butler's military service in the Medal of Honor that he won. Yep, I got that. Actually, I got it after Carl recommended it to me. If you want to defend a country, join Customs and Border Patrol, join National Guard or Coast Guard. Yeah, like, honestly, there's a back of my mind to do something like Coast Guard or some shit, you know? Like, I always have an idea of doing something like that. That'd be kind of cool. Because I see Coast Guard flying around overhead even over here. So, I mean, you know, it's just like, you know, I'm sure there's no shortage of, you know, Coast Guard, you know, members needed, you know, around here. Not that I, you know, probably have probably not that I have, like, a say where I'm shipped towards, you know, for my service, but it'd probably most likely be here at home. Most Coast Guard activities seizing drug shipments. Well, guess who's probably going to enjoy that? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Honestly, though, if that's all they're mostly really doing, their chances are that they're just as corrupt probably shipping them to. Cartel probably's got their money invested in Coast Guard just as much as lobbyists do, too. I mean, just like the rest of the industrial complex, so for the military-industrial complex, but but overall, the Coast Guard and, you know, like Customs and Border Patrol are definitely more benign. Other than patrolling coastal waters. Yeah. Or rescuing people from said waters, shit like that. Honestly, though, it would be kind of cool just because I like to be flying around those helicopters and shit. I never really have flown in a helicopter, so that'd be always really cool. I always thought that'd be a cool experience. Checking on container ships, make sure they have permits, papers, and all in order. Well, that sounds boring. Never mind, that sounds boring. Boringness is not my friend. I don't like boringness. It's necessary, but... nah. Most aren't even trained in weapons at all. I mean, Coast Guard don't really need to, honestly. I mean, they don't really need to be trained in weapons. I mean, depending on the division in Coast Guard, sure, but they don't really need... I mean, I don't really see a necessity for them to do so. I mean, if they need, like, some guns to back them up on something, well, they call a National Guard. Or, you know, Customs and Border Patrol or something like that. I don't know. Or the State National Guard, at least, you know. I mean, seizing drug shipments, check container ships, shit like that, patrolling coastal waters. Not really needed for weapons so much. Now, patrolling coastal waters, depending how hostile they are, sure, but in all honesty, there's not a lot of places in the U.S. where their waters are very hostile. I'm not saying there aren't, but like I'm pretty sure like the Coast Guard up here in the Pacific Northwest do not need to be trained in weapons training. I don't think there's anything as significant as like cartels trying to shoot at them if they show up. Now, if they're in like the fucking Gulf of Mexico, that's probably a different story. But I don't know and I can't comment because I'm not from over there and I don't know anything about that type of shit. Along the Mexican border. I mean, maybe, yeah, possibly. I mean, they probably get more... there's probably divisions of Coast Guard and, like, regiments in the Coast Guard that are weapons trained out there in the South. Why use drugs when you can legalize and regulate the sale and usage of scheduled substances for recreational purposes and let pharmaceutical regulated companies put cartels out of business? On drug aspect, anyway. I don't know, because... we can't afford it or something like that. Because drugs are bad, okay? I mean, I'm on the same page. Like, make the Coast Guard less of a hassle to on other people and shit and just, you know, legalize, tax, regulate all drugs. It's here. I don't think people really realize the benefit of doing that. Like, that shit would be beneficial on so many levels and so many factors. Not just economically, but logistically, bureaucratically, medicinally, societally. All this shit. From certain San Diego beaches with a telescope, you can see Mexican naval Coast Guard boats moving around in the distance. Oh, I bet. I'm sure of it. Drugs are bad. Okay, Mr. Mackey, I get it. Alright, Mr. Mackey. Drugs are bad, okay? Drugs are bad. Drugs are bad, okay? Drugs are bad. Drugs are bad, okay? Drugs are bad, okay? Just say no drugs, okay? Okay? A lot of old American naval boats are sold to Mexican Navy along with other countries. Yeah, I actually found out the Philippine Navy has a lot of World War II American naval cruisers, destroyers, and stuff like that. They're retrofitted to be modernized and stuff, but they were given to the Philippine Navy. So, a lot of U.S. naval ships are still in service today, as old as World War II. I mean, honestly, it doesn't beat the Russians because they have a naval ship that's been in service since like 1918. It's been in service for more than 100 years. Which, honestly, that's a fucking impressive record. What an amazing vessel. It's like just, it's been repurposed into multiple things, but I think initially it was meant to be like a floating barge ship. And then it got repurposed into like a submarine station vessel type of thing, and then it got repurposed into like a floating repair vessel type of thing. I forgot what it was. The patrol coastal subchaser that L. Ron Hubbard commanded and was fired from sold to Mexico after the war, having been War Thunder same class anyway. Oh God, you should just call it the Hubbard. Just nickname your vessel the Hubbard. I wish they had like a quote, you know, that you could put on like as a decal. I wish they had the quote that said Hubbard or something on there, so you could just put in Hubbard and just call that shit the Hubbard. Here comes the Hubbard! The USS Hubbard! Oh no! That's the USS L. Ron Hubbard! $165-foot patrol coastal 451. Damn. Gotta love military destinations. PC 451, 165 foot. Mark III, 1942, circa. It's just like, oh God, wow. It's like, goodness gracious, what a name. What in the same name for such a thing? What an impressive name for such a thing. Now it's really hot in here all of a sudden. PT stands for Patrol Torpedo. PGM means Patrol Gunboat Motor. Good lord. What the crazy fucking names. Crazy names for crazy designations. Oh, I still have some in there? I want my air. Doing this, I hope to expand some air. Ah, that feels good. Ah, that felt nice. They use motor to distinguish petrol, diesel, combustion engines from older steam engines with boilers as a motor torpedo boat. MTB. I love Robert so much. Love it too, Jordan Malloy. Love going around the world. It's so beautiful. Love is going around the world. Let me just say. Let me just say. Oh my goodness. Jesus, it's hot in here. Is this thing still cold? It's still cold. I'm gonna just hug this right now. I'm hugging this. I'm wrapping this around me. Wrapping this cold ass bottle of vodka and letting it cool me down right now. My God. Like, I am just like heating the fuck up all of a sudden, dude. It's like, what the hell? Dude, I bet taking that shot is what did that. I bet that shot got me all heated. Oh, Dios mío. Ah, this feels good. What should I think about stream massive, stream lags, and buffering? I can't. Go back, catch up live real time. Oh, really? That sucks. Damn. So you have to like kind of pop back in and pop back out, or pop it back out and then pop back in. Damn, that kind of sucks. That. Arbor, sweetie. Well, he just loves animals in general, so I bet he would. I bet he'd be good to doggo. Little bear. Oh, you had a little delayed sense of it. Wow. Like half your face is flat and the other is just poofed up. The MC has landed. Bruh. Boom bish. Speaking of which, we're gonna do another one. Boop. I've been meaning to try Reika. Get over here, bro. Get your booty down here. Because this is amazing. I finally have work tomorrow, though. I'm in Beaverton. Bish! You're just a bish. How about that? How about them apples, bruh? Use just a bish. How dare you be a bitch, bruh? How dare you? That is some shame. You can make it from over there. You can make it from the ton of beavers. Over here to the Keys of Walkies. The Keys of Walk. You can make it, bro. Congratulations on workforce re-entry. Congratulations. Oh. Where is it at anyway? You gotta let me know about some of this shit. Wait, weren't you supposed to go to Arizona or something first? Or did you already do that? Did I just somehow miss that? Did that somehow just kind of like fly by and I didn't realize? Oh, we'll be going to Arizona? Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just like, if you got, I thought you had to go down there to get trained first, but I guess so. I guess not. Well, mid-August, most likely. Ah, okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah, because I remember I was talking about going camping, but I think I don't know. I forgot if it was on stream or when you were where I was with you. But tentatively the 14th, 23rd. Damn. My birthdays. I actually found out Woodstock was from the 15th to the 17th. Or the, I think it was 14th, 17th, something like that. Found out it was for my birthday. I didn't even realize that. I was just like, bro, who was playing on my birthday? There's a lot of pretty cool bands that were playing. I was just like, fuck yeah, dude. God damn. Luckily, Armo courtesy did your stock. Yep. Most definitely did. Here, I'm gonna see if this fixes anything. Let me see if that... Okay. I'll be here for Iron Man, though. Sweet. Arlo Guthie. You, Tyler Harley, and I believe. I believe. A lot of different shit, but honestly, I prefer doing that than just having to deal with stupid autocorrect. I'd rather just, like, realize I made the mistakes and just go back into it, or, you know, just make sure it's the right fucking thing, you know? Most times, if it gets it wrong. Come on, Elon Musk, improve it. I know, right? Come on, Elon Musk, improve it. Improve on the autocorrect. Improve that shit. Yeah, I'm taking this out. Meh. Still got a half ponytail going on though. I'm getting light because I'm too dark. I am doing unintentional blackface right now. What the fuck was that? Cease and motherfucking desist. Yelling that out as it's like the door's wide open over here. Cease and desist.
I missed. It hit and bounced out.
This is how you're supposed to hit it in there. Boom. Boom. Boom, bros. Boom. I like Elon Musk's Neuralink. I mean, what is it all supposed to do? I don't even really know what that's supposed to do. I'd like it if I knew what all is specifically supposed to do. And what, like, possibilities it's capable of. I'm just kind of curious about it. I know it will lead to long-term benefits, but I'm just curious. It's actually camera, action, and lights. Thank you very much. That's how we do it here. We do it camera, action, and then lights. We do it the other way around. It's not lights, camera, action. It's action, camera, lights. Or camera, action, lights. Electrodes hooked up to the cortex with a Bluetooth terminal behind the ear. You wear a little thing. You wear a thing. Cool. See, that's cool. So, does it, like, just hook you up to, like, a computer interface, essentially? Or what does it do? See, I find that cool. I just want to know what it does. If it doesn't do anything specifically, I don't want it. But if it does stuff like that I can do and control it, then cool. Be for my benefit in the long term and short term. You wear a little thing. Wear a little thing. I can still make it over there. Ah. Do I believe in? Nope, he didn't. He murked that shit. I just gotta stretch a little bit. You know me and my stretches. Huh? I'm just stretching. The days think confused, but what the hell? Oh, well there you are, Bandit. Well, what are you doing over there? Hi, buddy. Hello, bro. Aw, what you doing in there? Singing out? Meow. Sweet boy. Hey, buddy. Aww. Aww. Hello. Hello, bandito. Oh my god. Meh. Meh. Oh man, you're purring up a storm, aren't you, buddy? You're just purring up a storm. Oh my goodness. You buddy boy. Oh my god. This is... Wow. Oh my goodness. You're just purring up a storm. Yes, you are. Oh. Pee. Little noises. Little bandito noises. Little bandito. Little bandito. Little bandito. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh. 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 Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, buddy. Oh my goodness, bandito. Oh, you're shedding like a madman. I'll move that out of the way. Okay then. Yeah. Almost looks like a Bluetooth headset. Okay, second time debate coming up. Boo! I don't care. It's not coming up yet. It's still got a minute. Little bandito. Aw. You're so big and fluffy. You're such a big fluffy kitty. Oh my goodness. Ah, all this fur you create. All this fur you manufacture. All of the fur that you create is all just everywhere. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, boy. Yeah. Yeah. Go away for... It's too much of you. Just rooting for Biden. Gabbard and de Blasio double team Biden and Harris. I like Sanders the best, of course. It was burrito night. Yay! How many will be on stage? Way too many. Way too many of them. Here, I'm just gonna move shit out of the way a little bit. We're gonna have a little bandito with us. Little bandito. Aw. There we go. Little bandito. Little bandito. Oh my god. You just get like front row seats of Bandito bliss. The front row seats of Bandito bliss. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, run down the safe break.
Oh. You cannot tell me this is the most happiest kitty ever. And this is a happy kitty. This is a very happy kitty. Aw. De Blasio is pretty aggressive. Gabbard destroyed Tim Ryan. Time Ryan. The timeless, irrelevant Ryan. If Gabbard can do what she did to Tim Ryan with Biden, that would be glorious. Yeah, for real, though. Oh my goodness, Bandito. Oh my goodness. You cannot tell me this kitty is happy. You could not tell me this kitty is not happy. This is a happy kitty. Indeed. Oh my goodness. It's just taken over now. Little Bandito's taken over. The prideful little king. He's just so stretched out right now. What you doing? What you doing, bro? Okay. Let's go over here. He's still on my hands. What are you doing? He's so goofy. Bandito's a goofball. You going away now? You ran. Oh my god, you left him with so much fur, you freak. What the hell? He goes off to go eat like a fat little...
What's happening?
Look what Bandito did to me. Look at all this.
Wait, okay, cat hair on you?
A little bit.
That ain't nice.
Though you should have seen... Though the chat had front row seats to Bandito Bliss. Like, I just had him just sitting here and just holding on to his front little feet. And he was just like, just out. He was just enjoying himself. The product's too cowardly. They're too scared to go for jugular because... Be nice and polite. Fuck that. They need to come out swinging and not hold back at all. Agreed. I totally agree with that sentiment. Like, that's why I think, you know, Bernie's kind of spineless, because he doesn't go for the jugular. He doesn't go out there on the debate stage and actually, like, crack down on them all the time. He just kind of sits there and just like, oh, we must do this and that. It's like, yeah, we know. Like, how about you actually, like, hassle these other ones to supposedly say they are, then you trash on shit on their records, because that's kind of what the whole primary is about, Bernie. Come on. Just do some punches. Like, slit some throats. Like, come on, Bernie. Regressive note, going too far to re-elect Trump. Nah, not going all the way to re-elect Trump. Yeah, not going all the way, Wood. Yeah, that's what needs to happen. They need to go all the way. Instead of being spineless. Biggest weakness of progressives is spinelessness. If you can fight Wall Street, you can fight corporate Dems who will lose to Trump. Because the corporate Dems should be no different than Wall Street. They shouldn't be viewed as any different. They should be viewed as the same enemies. Sanders, Warren, Biden, Harris, Buttigieg, and Stork, Castro and Yang got really close. Get Castro the fuck off the stage. That absurd dork. And that announcement that he did for a video was just retarded. It was just so stupid. Corporate Dems already alienating people. Exactly. They always have been. They continue to be so until, well, they're not in power anymore. I think Abbott can get in if she goes in hard against Biden and or Harris. Yeah. She should. I know she has a very more calm demeanor about her, but she needs to use a little bit of that calm demeanor to her advantage by coming out aggressive all of a sudden. Be like, whoa, she used to be so calm, but now she's all of a sudden so aggressive. Why is that? Because, damn it, these fucking things matter. Then, she can make up, whatever reasoning she needs to. But, she needs to do shit like that. If she's going to have even relevant chance for the third debates. I don't think she's going to have a chance at all, but if she's going to at least become a decent contender and continue, to have that foreign anti-war stance on that debate stage, she needs to do it. She can't be so weak-looking. Albanian grandfather is voting for Sanders in the primary. Gabonese doesn't even have the name recognition. Gabbard doesn't have a name recognition. Not really, no. She would get the same recognition if she calls out Biden for supporting wars on national TV. Which isn't that hard to do. It's not that hard to show. Anyone with a brain can see that Joe Biden is a warmongering piece of shit. Biden is warmongering criminal. He, along with Obama, got us into 2 wars into 7. Thank you, Biden. Thank you, Obama. The co-pilot to a neoliberal centrist shit corporate administration. Yay. Yay, yay. Yay. Shadow Wars in Africa, that too. Continuing to support the Shadow Wars in Africa is another thing. Here, I'm gonna get some water, I'll be right back.
Oh, you go in the, the thing that slides out, the big thing?
Yeah.
Where the eggs are?
Yeah.
Bring me that, Four Loko, not Four Loko, but,
I know what you're talking about.
Okay, yeah, thank you. I'm lazy, so, hey. Down? Right now? Oh, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
What's up, beer?
Iran is holding a British
You
tanker
outside?
Downing Street says it will retaliate if it isn't released. A British tanker is not an American tanker, so why should we be getting into the British affairs? I'm 100% opposed to Iran. Iran would have to attack us for me to change my mind. So what countries should their actions give them? We don't have any moral high ground. Saudi Arabia is more extreme than Iran, yet they're our allies. Yep. But guys, something Venezuela, it's our duty to stop them. Wars make strange battlefields, always have. So why do we get into them? Why don't we, how about we stop doing that? And actually get Senate to prove it so we can't violate it again? Yeah. Yeah, for real. Agreed. Leave the Middle East and problem resolve themselves? Not really. They won't resolve themselves, but we should still leave the Middle East. It'll resolve a lot of problems for us here at home because we can have money to invest into those things. But when it comes to the problems in the Middle East themselves, they're not going to stop. They ain't going to change. Climate change alone is going to make these problems inevitably worse in the long run anyway. Like, I mean, if climate change alone is going to make things worse, then the problem is definitely not going to be solved. And they're definitely not going to solve themselves, especially in such a obsolete culturally place that is not, so, progressed to the 20th/21st century. So, I don't know. Don't think it's gonna happen. So I don't give a shit. Execute to some essentials. I don't give a shit though.
Thank you.
So where's the principle of standing up for human rights then? I mean, I know we've went through this conversation either last time or the stream before, but I mean, you could still go after a lot of problems that fundamentally happen in these different countries without having to use a military intervention. And calling out the problems that the human rights violations of Iran and Saudi Arabia is very well easily achievable by, diplomatic and economic means. You don't have to outright go military intervene, kill a bunch of innocent people to do so. Killing hundreds of thousands of civilians who don't want to be liberated isn't worth it.
That sucks.
We never said invade. We never said invade. We never said invade. Yeah, that's always been my core principle. Verstehen? Comprende? Verstehen? Papers are in order, yeah? Justice proven we are capable of solving anything. Don't give all of us absolute necessary. Necessary. It's okay, I'm just giving you shit over nothing. But, it's not easily achievable. Sanctions rarely work, and when they do, the shitty president fucks up. I could literally say I'm against evading 20 fucking times, so we still get hit with. We can't evade. Is sanctions rarely work because, well, they technically are working, but they're not working in favor of what they should be intended for. They're working by not making sure medicine and food gets into places, and by continuing, inequality, poverty, and pretty much outright death and genocide happening in different countries, like Yemen and shit.
Thank you.
So we're doing sanctions for imperialistic needs, not doing them for human rights violating needs. And they can, but again, you have to do them in the right way. spent a lot of talk on Fox about, why do you listen to them? About Trump having issues with John Bolton lately. Because he should be fired, let alone he should be in prison, let alone be fired. The people need to determine their own government. The U.S. needs to stop forcing Western values on people who don't want it. Well, in order to solve a lot of the issues around the world, they sort of need to grow up and start adopting some of those type of ideas. And you can do so culturally. It's a long game, but still playing it. There's nothing worse than preface arguments with paragraphs of caveats that still get hit with hashtag null, what about X, checkmate Y. And then the ad hominem Z's or straw man Z's or stuff like that, you know? It's just like, you get random bullshit that's just, I mean, the sense of not being like a completely, I don't know. It just seems not like, I don't know. Force the values of people is what creates terrorists. I'm not interested unless we completely withdraw and the next administration will just fuck it up again. Even if we did completely withdraw, the next administration is potentially going to fuck it up again. I still think it should be shamed. If I was around in 1860, I wouldn't be saying we can't just stop them from practicing slavery. America needs to decide for itself. I'm still against restriction. Yeah. I mean, it's not that hard. You can't just literally walk in, waltz in, and force them to do so, but you can make governments change by forcing diplomatic pressure or economic pressure against them. And to make life a little better for minorities in their countries by doing that, it's not that, that's a thing that isn't really that hard. We have, you know, the whole apartheid against South Africa. That's economic and diplomatic pressure against a country to stop, you know, persecution against minorities and shit. At least in that specific case. Or, you know, or for whatever their case was. And you give the UN more power to penalize. I don't think you understand when I talk about dealing with these type of things. It's on an internationalistic, international cooperative, multiple countries are tackling this issue. It's not just the U.S., so, by proxy, that already means that it's pretty much done so by the UN. So, it's kind of irrelevant in this case. And besides, the body specifically doesn't really matter. It's the whole principle of it. Can we not talk about the whole principle? Instead of, like, look at the whole things are more than just like, oh, let's look at the practicality of things. Things are a little bit more complex than that. There's values. There's philosophies that people adhere to and push on a daily basis and try to push down people's throats all the daily time. There's countries that instill different types of ideological and nationalistic zeals that need to be accounted for. And it's a little bit more complex than just, oh, we can't do it. Let's just leave them alone. It will resolve itself. Not really. You have to apply pressure if you want that shit to be solved. And you have to do so on an international level. They want nothing to do with the West or anyone to look at us as decadent, simple, sodomy, tolerant degenerates. And they can just grow the fuck up. China's about for military, meaning human rights violations. Do you really want to sanction them and unnecessarily raise tensions? If they're having it via an international pressure, yeah. Are they actually going to try to go after the entire fucking world? Are they going to go after the UK, Germany, Norway, fucking Iceland, the US, Canada, Mexico? Are they going to try to intervene and try to tackle every single one of these fucking countries? No, they're not. They got a strong military with the US versus China, sure. Yeah, that'd be a competitive fight for them, and if anything, they might win. But internationally, they're not going to really do that very well.
Thank you.
If that logic, Christian fund less than the U.S. would. Nah, they should. I don't think they would. They should. Because they're impectant children who believe in fairy tales. Sure, I want the same against Israel. The military is powerful, but I still say fuck them. I don't want needlessly confront China with start World War III. Honestly, intervening in Iran or Venezuela is going to get us into World War III. And instigating with Kim Jong-un probably would too. They're not going to grow up. Christianity in the West is dying according to poll numbers and religious identity survey. Your religion is growing in the West. Yeah, I mean, so honestly, the U.S. Already, like, the Christians in the U.S. already are growing the fuck up. So, they're just it's just that the ones that are far too gone happen to be a more growing loud minority because they're losing their flocks and all that shit. They're losing people to indoctrinate. And you know what? Fuck them. They'll die off. And the ones who are still around being like little mammy-pammy about it, they need to grow up and learn reality a little bit. And I agree, fuck Israel, we need to stop finding them and switch to neutral or the Israel-Palestine dispute. But getting wrong, it's still alive and well in the U.S. However, thankfully, according to polling demographics, is decreasing. Yeah, and will continue to do so, and should. After years, play China and Russia against each other. This is their common border and interest. They've been doing that on their own. We are spending enough time in Africa and the Middle East, you know, to worry about them that much. When they get involved in there, then we will worry about them. Hey, baby. Hey, bear. Bear, bear. Hey, bear. Hi, Bubbles.
Yeah.
Hello, Bubble, Bubble. Oh, Bubble. Oh, Bubble, Bubble. I would be completely down for negotiating non-aggression pacts with Russia, China, Iran, etc. I think that we should be doing. I agree. Honestly, I think that should be the first step before we go forward with anything else. Stop this bullshit. Do a non-aggression pact, and let's just stop instigating with everybody and each other, so then we can actually start, working on a more cooperative manner and actually try to do commerce with each other.
You stupid.
And then actually try to get, progress done in places that we can actually do that. I'm worried about Southeast Asia more than the Middle East. At least when it comes to China's intervention, I suppose. But I'm more worried about the Middle East, honestly. I want to travel to Iran. It's beautiful geography, good food. But I'd be liable to arrest and hanged if they found my internet statements. Yeah, I'd be...
You okay, baby?
I'd just be, ousted for just to be shot on sight at that point. This fine? Getting chokehold? Chokehold yourself, buddy? Huh? What'd you do? You chokehold yourself?
Hey, you bitch.
What happened if China invades Hong Kong or Taiwan?
Who told you?
I don't know. You tell me, I don't know. Would anyone intervene or just let China annex them? I don't know. That depends. Do I have the little orb of knowledge to know if I personally probably want to intervene. Why should it be our places intervening at something like that? I mean, technically, Taiwan is the Republic of China, which, if you want to be technical, that's the OG China. But, it's just a bunch of old political beef. If anything, Taiwan should probably just be its own state.
Probably mine.
Who would? I mean, who would?
Bit did, huh? Yeah,
Probably. I don't know. Nobody, probably. Because if Russia were to, then U.S. would have interest in doing so, and then it would become a Russian-American war more than the Chinese-Taiwanian war. Taiwan has a military, but not nearly as strong as China. So yeah, and it will get crushed pretty easily. Oops. China's been building large amounts of amphibious armored cars and armored fighting vehicles for marine beach invasion.
Bitch.
Hong Kong doesn't have a military and a population that hates the Chinese government. We would NATO. Taiwan isn't part of NATO, and NATO is the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, so they should fuck right off when it comes to shit in the Pacific. That's not their jurisdiction. Not at all. It shouldn't be. The UN, maybe? Or NPTO, the North Pacific Treaty Organization. Form that, and then we'd be talking. You mean Asian? Joe Utard, God bless. Yeah, and there actually is one. It's that. I forgot what it was. I already knew there was something like that. So, I just was forgetting the name, but yeah, there was one already, so it's just like, there already is. It's their jurisdiction. Whatever this Pacific counterpart is. Yeah. I think it used to be ANZAC, but now it's something different. I forgot what it's called, but something like that. Invading either would probably result in a massive massacre of the opposition. It's a really tough call. That's why I'm so worried about it. The UN is useless anyway, yeah. Thanks, Colin, fuck you. Well, the thing is, we don't necessarily know if there would even be a massive massacre. That depends on what the population does, or the opposition. Do they just concede and just wave the white flag and just accept it? Or is there resistance movements that are going to continuously fight and not surrender? If that's the case, and they do like some Japanese-esque, like no man, surrenders type of thing, like last man, like last man standing type situation, then maybe. To the Hong Kong protests, vaguely, but Cedo, that's what Joe meant. Oh, Cedo, okay, yeah, but I've been vaguely known about it. I don't know all the specifics, but I mean, yeah. I mean, I obviously would think that they will be more than likely doing resistance fighting, so there's probably a chance that there will be, I wouldn't say massacre, but probably a higher death ratio than is necessary. However, maybe that'll probably cause some international affair to maybe do some diplomatic and economic pressure to sanction China to pressure them to stop doing that type of intervention. They're ready to invade Hong Kong at any moment. The only reason why is because they know that politically and economically and diplomatically, that's not a good thing to do. They're just waiting for the right time when things get destabilized enough. That's pretty much it right now. They're just kind of waiting. I don't even think Hong Kong could defend itself for long at all. It's a matter of who gets to drop on who. Yeah. And if China gets to drop on Hong Kong first, well, it's going to be within hours. And when it comes to Taiwan, that might be a few days. Sure. The Taiwanian military might be able to hold them off for a little bit. But it's not going to be like some hardcore final stand like in Poland, when Germany invaded that shit or something. I think the UN should be negotiating. Well, they're not really competent, so do you think they're going to do that? I mean, they had Saudi Arabia on the human rights panel. I mean, for fuck's sake, the UN is incompetent and absurd. It's kind of a joke. It shouldn't be, but it is. Clown world.
Taiwan is its own country.
It's just, I mean, that depends on who you ask. I mean, because if you look at the history, it is technically. I mean, if you look in the history of the...
China only when
Well,
communists
hold on.
They're
It's
gonna
because
take
during the Civil War, there was the Republic of China, or like the nationalist China, and then there was, of course, the communist China that was uprising and shit. And the final little bit of the form of government, I forgot the name, key names and shit, but they fled into Taiwan, and technically that Civil War never really ended, but they just never really finished the job either. So it's just kind of been the stagnant, like, little... There's technically two Chinas. I mean, honestly, there's two Chinas. I mean, Taiwan, it's just that the OG one's called Taiwan because that's the name of the island. And it's just at this point pretty much its own... I mean, it still has the Republic of China flag, like, it still has the Chinese sun, in the blue, in the red.
It's its own country by now. It's been like...
I mean, at this point, it might as well, like, I mean...
70, 80 years, so it's its own country.
Yeah, I mean, it really should be at this point. Just call it the Republic of Taiwan, There's not really much you can do about it at this point. Unless you just want China to just annex it. But, I mean, that's going to cause a lot of... I was saying earlier, that's going to be politically, diplomatically, economically, just across the board, just not a good idea for them. So, that's why that just hasn't happened.
Yeah.
Like, if it was...
Ireland and the communists couldn't take it, so they got the rest of China, but...
If they kept going all the way in the 50s, Taiwan probably wouldn't be there. I mean, if they just, like, went all the way, they probably would still have it, but, I mean, it's whatever. History's history. You can only learn from it.
You bitch.
Citizens of Hong Kong have the option to go into exile in Taiwan. That's like running up to Hong Kong today, Taiwan tomorrow. PLA Navy has the large caliber artillery barrages meant for shelling Taiwan's coastal cities and bombarding them non-stop. Yeah, the thing is, if there's going to be Hong Kong exiles in Taiwan, it doesn't matter much if they're going to be bombarded non-stop. The thing is, I can imagine China going in Hong Kong and Taiwan literally at once. They have enough of the military infrastructure to do that. Hong Kong is a big city. Taiwan's an island. They could put most of their force into fucking Taiwan and then go into Hong Kong with ease. It's not that hard. Like, they can use like 10% of their military to do both. That's my comment. Let me see here. Something along the line. This one. Something along the lines of there will be no international opposition to complete Chinese control of Hong Kong in exchange for Chinese and UN recognition of Taiwan as an independent state and citizen.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose that's the best compromise. I mean, it's not pretty, but it'll work. Negotiate solution. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's the best thing you can do at that point, negotiate a solution. But, yeah. I mean, at that point, it's not pretty, but it's the best thing you could do. But life ain't a Disney movie. They have barges for the guns themselves with a fleet of ferries that carry ammunition, fuel, and personnel to them back and forth. Holy fuck. See, China's been doing the slow... China's doing a lot of military development and funding themselves. But they're doing the slow game. See, they don't need to do, like, complete endless spending, in half of their budget like we do. They could do, like, a quarter of their budget and just invest long term. And then look at the result. They manage their military spending better than we do. Think about that. My God. When the UN should be negotiating before the conflict starts. Knowing how incompetent it is, it's not going to happen. Until after it ends. China will want the same deal as Hong Kong. Yeah, you can be on your own for the next 20 years or so, then we move. It's not easy to shoot down an artillery projectile as it is with a missile. Good luck shooting down artillery projectiles. Like, depending on the shell, they can range from this size to maybe this size, but they're not that big. A missile, depending on the size of the missile, can be like 3 feet long up to like 10 feet long. They're a lot easier to hit. The UK actually got Hong Kong on a really good deal. They have really no bargaining power. The UN or the UK? The UN is useless. Taiwan has more bargaining power as they have an actual military. Well, they're also technically have legitimacy to as to be a sovereign nation, hence why they're able to have that. So they have more bargaining power essentially compared to Hong Kong, because Hong Kong's a city-state. The UK, oh. They can use the automated R2-D2 turrets on American warships licensed to Taiwan to open fire on shells and possibly destroy them. Possible, but when it's an endless barrage, good luck stopping all of them. You're going to be wasting more ammo missing them than hitting them. What if Taiwan gets nukes from India, Pakistan, or South Korea? What if they get nukes from America, dude? Really? You forget you're leaving us out. And if they do, well, nukes are gonna fly now, are they? That would be bad. No shit. I don't think Taiwan would have a problem launching those things into Beijing. The U.S. can't give Taiwan nukes because the tensions would flare with China. Do you think the U.S. necessarily cares? They give nukes to Israel and tensions flare with that type of shit. They literally have like 60-some nukes. They developed their own, but they've get the reason why is because they had them in the first place, given to I don't know, us. The whole point should be preventing war.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, but you have to look at the reality of it, and the reality is the U.S. doesn't necessarily give two shits about doing tension flare-ups because they see themselves as the world police. So I don't think they would have a problem escalating shit in the Taiwanese-Chinese conflict if that were to happen. I think Israel developed their own nukes with South Africa, actually. Well, they still got nukes. Still a fundamental problem. Especially when they're so allied with us. Just pretty much adds on to our own stockpile. Yay! Stockpile the nukes!
Huh?
Stockpile the nukes until they all fly.
Okay.
We're gonna stockpile them all, and then when we get enough, we're gonna let them all fly. We're gonna let them all fly away into oblivion. Whoop. God, look at the color of this now, dude. It mixed the flavors together. Look at this. Look at that color. It's like a purple. It's like a purpley grossness. Never good when a religious state based around a national state religion has nuclear weapons. It's never good when I think a state has nuclear weapons in general, but yes, that's even worse. like Pakistan, Israel. I'm pretty sure Saudi Arabia might or might not have them. I actually don't remember. Preventing war would be the best option, but we live in a corrupted, sometimes evil world. I mean, I don't really believe in the whole good and evil thing, but yeah. Israel's based on a religion. Yeah. I included them in my list. Saudi Arabia, Israel, Pakistan is main perpetrators of that corruption. I mean, it's so international and so globalized at this point. I consider that the U.S. is just a part of this whole greater corrupt system. And I think when I talk about this whole dismantle system, bro, I talk about it on a whole international perspective because it really is at this point. So interwebbed and interconnected with so many international issues.
Oh, I need a charger.
The U.S. stops funding Israel, then they start behaving. That is true. I mean, we're pretty much their satellite state, if you think about it. We pretty much help them along with pretty much whatever they need. Oh, you need extra military funding? Okay. You need extra military development research to help bomb people? Okay. Here you go. Not to mention they are grossly over-influential in our government. Why do you think I say that we're their satellite state, not the other way around? Because they're more influential in our government than we are with theirs. We're not that influential on the Israeli government compared to they are with us.
Yeah, I made a $60 million pot there, but this to me that's about ninth place.
Nice.
I like that.
Small U.S. military machines are responsible for all the world's corruptions and wrongs. I mean, not all of it, but a good majority of it. A good majority of it being perpetrated right now, currently in the world, is definitely done by the U.S., but not entirely. So I mean, I guess you're not technically wrong. Lol at Joe Malloy. It's far bigger than just U.S. U.S. is responsible. Yeah. It's the main perpetrator and the main responsible force behind all of it currently, but on the overall international perspective, it's not everything. There'll be no refugee crisis until we have gone in the Middle East. At least it wouldn't happen yet.
What?
I don't think all, but a large amount.
What?
Yeah, I'm on the same page.
Are you?
Not all of it, but a good large amount of it.
I'm gonna hold you. Here.
Hey, buddy. You want me to hold you?
Ah!
No? Do you want anyone to hold you?
No. You don't know what you want. You want something to eat.
Just standing here.
What's up with you? Where do you want to go? Over there. Over here.
You little poofy punk. What are you doing?
Alright. Come on. Alright, yeah.
Oh, it's so goofy. It's fun. I don't agree with you, but cheers. Okay, what do you not agree with there? Delve into it. You can't just say, I don't agree, and just leave it at that. Explain, boy. Explain. Explain yourself.
Nah.
We're gonna need some explanations from you, boy.
I won't leave here about 1. Is that okay?
Oh, for tomorrow? Oh, yeah, that'll be fine.
Because that we missed most of the traffic.
Yeah. Yeah, I was walking around earlier today, and I was like, oh, damn, I'm walking around with peak traffic. I was like, oh, fuck. That sucks. I was like, damn, that sucks. Carl,
What?
I barely ever agree with you, but cheers.
You back up here?
Okay.
Lay in your bed. Do something.
There's gonna be no explanation of this, is there? No explanation, huh? Nothing. 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 That is a shame. That is a bloody shame, I tell you what. Well, for just credit, I barely ever agree with Carl either, but cheers. Oh no, I think you and him agree more than you think. We give ourselves to far more importance if we think we control all the wrong in the world. That one I definitely agree with you, Joe. If you think, one person alone or humanity in itself is going to be able to resolve all the, quote, wrongs in the world, then you give yourself too much importance and too much, high opinion of yourself at that point. It's like, there's no way one person alone can fix all the problems in the world. And nor should anyone be proud up to that type of pedestal. It takes a whole cooperative effort for shit to be resolved. And for things to get fixed and work together in that type of instance. Do you still want to be whole, and now you're just over there alone? Little bear. Little bear. Do you think every light little noise is like a treat or something? Because you look up at every slight... I'm talking to Bear. I'm thinking does he think every slight little noise is like a treat? Because I was opening up Weethans, he was looking up all attentive, ooh, something? Treat? You just did that, and he had the very same look and expression. And posture and everything. It was ooh, treat? Huh? It's just he thinks there's a treat every time, we're fiddling with shit. Even me, fiddling with my bottles, he thinks I'm giving him a treat. Even me talking about it and knowing he's hearing me say treat makes him think there's a treat.
He's tuned. He likes his treats.
Yeah, now he's getting all excited because I have a water bottle. Goof. You are a dork.
Totally. Can't believe he's hiding out in that damn cage. Something, man. I just search and
The other day, oh my god, I was
getting freaked out.
I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of funny.
Yeah, it was at the time. Now, now it's funny, but nothing.
At the time, I'm just kind of a little mildly frustrated. I'm oh my god, I wanted to do this thing, and now it's just gonna be one of those things that probably won't work out well anyway, and then end up being good. So. It's been good.
I'm glad he shook his head or something and he recognized it's that noise. Damn.
I have something to admit while everyone is here. Oh shit, Joe. Oh, Carl has something to say before that. Important to be able to criticize your own culture, society, government, civilization, but it's also important not to be so fraught with guilt and self-doubt that you're unable to criticize others. That's true. Don't be so wrought from purely colonial guilt that you don't stand up for your own values and convictions. Yeah. I'm getting a little concerned about Biden, okay? I'll give you that. A little concerned. Oh, man.
Hello.
just flying on over to the Harris? Maybe. Maybe so. Maybe so.
No, you can catch I-5 going down Forest Grove, or whatever that street is right there. But what if you went I-North all the way? Does 205 South cut it off a little bit?
I think. What are you talking about? What?
You want to see, Mo? You do I-5 North all the way. I don't know.
Well, we'd have to do north, coming back, but south going too. If we took the interstate.
205 North and I-5 205 South and then I-5 North. But what if you took I-5 North all the way? You catch that on Johnson Creek, where Best Buy and Home Depot and stuff are. That's I-5 right there, right?
That's 205.
Oh, that's still 205 right there?
Yeah.
Shit, okay, it's better we go down the 37th Street and head that way then. That's the fastest way.
I'm not sure, but I keep an open mind. When I'm wrong, I can admit it. Unless it's about specifics on, like, military intervention or on Biden up until this point, I guess. Because there's been enough pressure of, like, hey, Biden sucks, that you're like, okay, I finally get it. I'm kind of getting it. It's just like, come on, bro. Come on. What you doing, sir? What are you doing? I'm looking for your cellular device.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man.
I've been checking his military record. Is it beautiful? Is it tremendous? Believe me. Tremendous, let me just tell you. Believe me. Believe me. Tremendous, let me just tell you. I'm concerned about his military leanings. Yeah, and he's held that for literally ever. Literally ever. He's always been a warmongering shitbag, dude. I mean, it really is taking you this long to realize that. I mean, seriously? You know what? I mean, slowly but surely, people are realizing the shit that is Biden, so it's taking time. It's taking time. Really, Joe? Now? Yeah, I mean, some people, it's a slow but sure burn, I guess. I mean, it takes time for people to realize, I guess, it takes time. People hear his name after a while, they're like, oh yeah, that guy, but then they realize when he starts talking and people start digging into him a little bit, they're like, oh yeah, that guy, that's why we didn't like him, because he's this. So that's why we forgot about him, because he's shit. That's why when we fought his name first, it was like, oh yeah, that guy, he could bring things together. Oh wait, no, never mind. That's how I kind of see it. Some people will be a little sooner than others. Some people already knew this, but, I mean, but some it takes a little longer than others, I suppose. I need to go over data and facts, that's all. Stefan, do us a favor and send them links. If you're still here. Not just chatting funnies. You think, what, are us just shitting on Biden's literally just for the memes? It's because we've seen his record and seen his background and it's shit. That's why we shit on him so much. Because it's, honestly, well deserved. Because he's a criminal and a war criminal and just saw the rundown blue-collar crime. Probably selling coke on a hooker's ass and really had no time. Joe Biden does a good job speaking for himself. Yeah, literally for himself, like nobody else. I'm running a campaign for literally myself, and that's about it. Been sitting on a shot over here. But I'm gonna cannonball it. Couldn't do a cannonball. JoeBiden.info.com. JoeBiden.info. I don't know why I had a .com in there, but it's just JoeBiden.info. JoeBiden.info. .info. JoeBiden.info. Blah, blah, blah. Come here. Hey, buddy. Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, good buddy. Oh my goodness. I mean, you got the first mainstream African American that's articulate and bright and clean and nice looking guy. Oh my god.
What are you doing down there?
He's just rubbing himself all over the bed.
I need to pocket that. Nice.
I might have to take shots, lol. Yeah, I just was like, you know, haven't had it really in a while, so I might as well get some. I have to take a shot. Oh, I read that. How many times will Biden mention Obama in the next debate? I'm guessing at least 5 times, but probably way more than that. I'm only giving 5 times because there's leeway because of how many fucking people are on that stage. You know what? 10 times.
I think after
5
that,
times 2, 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. 5 times 2, 10. 3 times 2, 6. 5 times 3, 15. I can math, y'all. And before it comes in like some calculus math problem that I have no recollection on how to do. Honestly, there's definitely no way I could do a calculus problem.
Right,
I promise you, the president has a big stick. I promise you. I promise you, the president has a big dick. I mean stick. I promise you.
Ah. What's today, Friday?
Are you fucking with me?
Did what?
Did you legitimately ask that as a question, or are you just messing with me?
No, I thought it's Friday. No, I have nothing with you. I ain't that far gone.
Okay.
Not yet.
So what day is it?
Tuesday. It's actually it's Monday, I think.
It's Monday, yes.
Yeah. Days do run together when you're doing nothing.
Well, yeah, when you do the same repetitious stuff, it all kind of blends in.
Bear, what'd you do, baby? Thank you.
Yeah, we kind of need to shake him down again. He's getting all fluffy again.
We want to do that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know the website number? Lol, I don't think Biden knows how to internet.
Please some in here, please.
He doesn't.
Oh my God!
What's
Thank you, Lord.
Like, what's a website number?
Website number? What do you mean?
A website? Like, what the fuck is a website number?
What website number you go to, or what?
My point exactly. Like,
A website don't actually have a number. Actually,
that's the point. Joe Biden has
as an ISP address.
Yeah. So, yeah, because there was a quote that Joe Biden said, "Do you know the website number?" Like, just because I guess at one point he didn't know. It's just so stupid.
Yeah,
That one sounds like a Bush quote. It really does, honestly. Do you know the website number?
A website number. Yeah, right, yeah. The only thing I can think is the number is ISP address.
IP address, but not what Biden was talking about. Oh, God. If we do everything right, if we do it with absolute certainty, there will still be 30% chance we're going to get it wrong. Websites do actually have numbers, but it wasn't what Biden was talking about. Oh, God. Also, what a vague platitude that is. If we do everything right, if we do it with absolute certainty, there's still a 30% chance we're going to get it wrong. Like, what a fucking platitude that is, and what a vague cop out to say. Basically, yeah, we're gonna fuck up. Basically.
Now, we're telling you it's now 30%. It might be fucking up, so we warned you, okay? So. So.
There's a 30% chance we may fuck up, and we did, and we got it wrong. It's my bad, y'all. It's just like, what? God, what if, dude? Wow. You can find all that at joebiden.info. That's an actual website you can go to. Speaking of website numbers, my God, wow. And also, that's not just Biden. That's a lot of our government, too, because most of them really don't know how the fuck the internet works or how, like, this type of... Like, because when they were grilling, like, Apple, or, like, Mac or Google CEOs and shit like that, they were like, so there's this thing that pops up on my Apple phone, and I don't know how to remove it. And then the Google guy has to basically be like, that's an Apple product. We literally don't know anything about that because that's not in our, like, field of expertise. You have to, like, go into Apple management and customer service. Laying down some basic shit. And, it's just like, it's like a grandma question. You would, like, they would ask a millennial, basically, like, how do you remove this? It's just like, here you go.
You scream right there, and Bear just...
I know. Bear. Poor little bear.
Yeah.
But still, though, it's just like, oh my God. Like, so many of them are just so clueless on, like, how technology operates now.
I don't think these Wi-Fi extenders are working. I'm not sure.
I've noticed the difference because I have the Wi-Fi on my phone right now, and it's running way better than if I was without it.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like, because I think the extenders are basically like a mini hub for it, so it doesn't use as much on the main modem. So I think.
Now, did you hook yours up to your computer? Or?
Not yet. I haven't gotten a chance to do it yet. It's something I've been needing to do.
I guess mine's the one that's running it then.
Yeah.
I'm hooking up my Ethernet into my laptop and into that, so I can tell a little bit,
I could probably hook mine. I don't know. I'll have to look at mine and see what it's all. I could probably hook it up later tonight, actually.
But I'm thinking about Xfinity has these little Wi-Fi extenders that basically little pods that were $101. I actually got paid from Pinecone today $54. So shit, I can put $44 out on that, and that might help a little bit too. Shit, I want instant gratification.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll run these for a little bit and see what's up.
Oh my, here's some more Biden quotes. When the stock market crashed, Franklin D. Roosevelt got on the television and didn't talk about the princess of greed. He said, look, here's what happened. What? A man I'm proud to call my friend, a man who will be the next president of the United States, Barack America. Biden gives Bush a run for his money. Oh my god, he really is, dude. Jeez. Are you actually serious? Like, oh my god. Like, dude, Biden would be the next Bush. Like, honestly, like we're having, like, a dynasty of Bushes now. When it comes to, like, intelligence. Like, oh my god. It's just, this is so sad. God, oh man. Clown worlds indeed. What?
It's all a joke, man. It really is.
Why do you think I laugh at it most of the time at this point? I mean, like, I used to get so angry about random different shit, you know, and try to get, like, really delve in deeps about it, but now at this point, like, a lot of the big, broad shit that's talked about, it's like, I don't even give a fuck anymore. It's like, the real issues aren't being talked about.
It's just a joke.
Yeah, like, it's not even the real issues are even...
It's like a circus, you know?
Hence why Clown World. I mean, that's why I say that.
Man caught taking up skirt photos at Nordstrom Rack.
Did you hear a deal that was reached on the federal budget? Guess what? More money for the military-industrial complex. Gee. I'm not surprised. TVs didn't exist in 1929 and FDR wasn't president. I know. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's Stefan, I think you need to stop because I think you're starting to break me. Stefan, I think you'll break me to stream, dude. I think you're gonna break me tonight. Oh my god. Like, how? How in the fuck, sir? Like, how? I can't say anything else but just how. How do you just... Should I do Harris quotes next? Please do. And for Arjo, can you explain yourself? I mean, all those quotes, bro. Come on. Is there any... Like, there's so much, dude. There's so much to rip on the dude. And... only now you're starting to, like, get a little skeptical of the guy? Like, there's... This has all been around for, like, a while now, dude. It's been... It's...
2, 3, 5, 8. Connection trying to connect. Connection trying to connect.
What the fuck? They tried to play them both at once.
I don't think it likes it.
What the fuck?
Weird.
It doesn't like it.
They don't like it.
Try it again. Well, now that it loaded on that one, see if it will on that one now.
Mm-hmm.
Give it a shot. No, because that one's doing it again. Damn. It's just not about that life.
I guess you can. I wonder when you're outside the house or something, you know.
Well, it's almost one when you put your hat back on, so good night, fun as the old man turns in. Wow. Just as I start asking to explain yourself, you dip. You dip away. Sir, you are just deflecting.
Tell me, is it channel?
You're just trying to run away. Send yourself into just a place where it's just no longer there. No, sir. No. How dare you? How dare you run away from the question? How dare you run away from the question, sir? Answer the question, sir. Ask me, boy. Explain yourself why it's only now that you just have started the question, Biden. All the quotes, all the records, all the policy, everything, bro. Everything. And it's now you're just starting to, like, become questionable of the circumstances of the situation? Like, sir. You can't find any good ones for Harris? What about that one time she, like, lied on the Breakfast Club about smoking weed to Snoop Dogg albums, like, years before they actually were played? Because I'm reading a lot of stuff like, good sir, like, oops, watch Biden talks, like, details, sir, details. Details are very well important in these type of circumstances. After the last debate. Well, that one should have honestly been the nail on the coffin right there. The final one. Should have been like, alright, he's done, off the list, gone, bye. Thank you, go away. You're done now. See ya. Better luck next time. Go away, bye bye. Actually, there won't be a next time. Run away. Forever. Be obscure. Fall into the void, sir. Go within the void. Within the void you go, sir. All the way through the epitomes of darkness and the bleakness that is that void, good sir. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Look, I ain't giving you the papers, boy. Then I have no reason to believe you.
What am I doing?
No reason at all.
Man.
Where are your papers?
I have no
Are
papers.
your papers?
I have no papers.
You have no papers?
I'm an alien from another country.
To the camps with you. To the camps.
No way. I have a machine gun. I'll shoot every motherfucker thing y'all come across me. I will shoot y'all. I'm going where I'm going, so leave me alone.
Okay. Okay. All right. I can't argue with that.
Yeah, they need a big gun. They won't come across shit, you know. Don't bother me. I got a machine gun and shit. Shoot everybody.
We're not a fearful small people. We are confident and strong, and we understand that much of our strength comes from the fact that we are a people of the planet.
Amen.
What a beautiful...
I like that.
Okay. My decision comes from reading facts and listening. That's all. Alrighty, good sir. Alrighty. I suppose I will questionably and reluctantly take your word for it, good sir.
Shit, it's in the heart of blood. I'm playing the higher tables down 80,000.
Ooh. If honestly they were able to log in at the same time, I would totally be like, let's do a poker round right now. Let's try to
Really?
win this
When
shit.
you remember something, I don't know. I'll tell you what, that should they? Somebody can.
Would you like to wear a fancy hat, Bear? Wear the hat at fancy. Damn. It missed. I was a little too far to your left, Bear. Would you retrieve my hat for me, good sir?
Where's it at?
It's literally right next to him.
Oh.
Would you retrieve my hat, good sir? Indubitably, good sir. With haste. Make haste, you little... I really don't want to go down there to pick it up, bro. Don't give me this adorable little look. Can you give me a hat? It's right there. Come on. Give me that.
Yeah, Mamacita.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get up now, huh? I gotta get up now, damn.
Bear's right there.
I don't need to convince you really will not vote for him. Because it's obvious. It is obvious. Okay, good sir. That he is a corporatist neoliberal sellout establishment shill that will literally not do anything that he says he will do besides sell out to the establishment and also lie to you on a daily basis because he doesn't give a fuck about you. Fuck me. You make me crave another shot. Where's the amazing hat? Where are the amazing hats, Just that plop sound. Bear, hold up. Aw. That little plop sound, it just plopped on his snoot. A boop to snoot with a hoot. Two hours, 29 minutes, 9 seconds, 10 seconds. Oh, God. Oh, man. JJ, what down here? Oh, God, okay. Alright, well.
You mentioned too much, baby. Just give me some fleece.
What's the matter now? What's the matter now? 2.5 hours of this bullshit is a little too long for me right now, good sir. Okay? Okay, good sir. Okay? Thank you. Though I'm probably going to go on for like another hour, knowing me. Knowing me, I'll probably go on for another hour. Especially if I'm craving me another shot. So this is good. Should get a green screen and have crazy shit going on in the background. Dude, what if I'm floating through cosmic space, bro? Cosmic space.
Damn.
Damn is right. What if I just was going through cosmic space in the background, like Universe Sandbox 2, and I'm just like, watch the Earth explode. Boom, bitch. Like, here's us. The dinosaurs are like us now. We're like, oh shit, now go. And I'm just sitting here like, fuck yeah, bro. Amazing, epic contento. Become a Patreon. Just all this crazy shit going on. It's just like, whoa, whoa, bro, whoa. Where the fuck did all that go anyway? Where's my hat? Wow, whoa. It landed perfectly right here.
What did?
I literally just flew this behind me, oblivious to where it was gonna land, and it landed right here. My hat, like, bounced off of it. I just went insane for a second. It's all good. Just have a still photo floating around in space behind you. Of Robert floating around in space. Just the face of Robert floating around me. While in the cosmos. Dude, that would be the most weirdest fucking stream ever. Like, I'm a little concerned. Stefan, what have you been smoking, sir? What have you have been smoking, sir? I think you've smoked too much, sir. You need to moderate yourself, gentlemen. Gentlemen. I got a better idea. I'll send him all my Biden election signs and flags and hat, and he can float in that. No! I mean, unless it's all on fire, then that'll work. Oh, dude. Speaking of which, I'm not shitting you. I was walking around today, and I saw a banner, a Trump 2020 banner. Keep America great. Tremendous.
6 and 7, what the fuck,
And I'm just sitting here like, no. I laughed at it. I wanted to take a picture, but I was just like, nah, fam, I'm not going to be that way. I won't be that mean. Let's sip on this one. Fire. Purge it. Purify that with the holy glaze of the fire. The holy touch of the fire. Let it be purified by the touch of fire. The great purifier. The great sanctifier. The great purifier. On the funeral pyre. Fire! Fire. Barry, you want to be a taco? Taco. Wow. Taco. Little taco. Yeah. Nobody's small enough to fit in that little thing. You mean purified by the Spirit of God. God. We shall... Hold up. Actually, this is perfect. We shall have the flesh and the clear holy blood of your Lord and Jesus. Voodoo magic, voodoo magic, voodoo magic, voodoo magic. Gooble gobble, google gobble, google gobble, google gobble, google gobble. Jesus voodoo, Jesus voodoo, Jesus voodoo, Jesus voodoo. Let's diddle some kids, diddle some kids. Oh, oh, oh man. Oh my god. What makes the vein pop more? I don't know, let's find out. Biden! Alright, well, there you go. You got a little poppage. God! A little bit, I don't know. The spirit of God. Not much vein poppage. Joe Biden. Ooh, we got a little extra vein poppage going on, though. I don't know. I'm not too sure. Nothing broke. It was just a random little plastic thing.
What you doing, man? You're fucking up the garage again, man. You're tearing it apart, and like last time, you had a battle royal. See, yeah, you want to fucking, yeah, get high, boys. How y'all doing? Yeehaw!
You're wearing it backwards.
Oh, now you tell me. Yeah.
Yeah. Two mildly buzzed bastards in a garage meeting a bar. Two buzzed guys in a garage meet at a bar. Explain that one to me. Explain that riddle. Two buzzed guys in a garage meet at a bar. How'd they get in the garage? If it gets you down, well, then I'll take it. Nah, it's okay. It won't. It won't take me down, so. But I'm curious, though. I'm McOut. Damn.
Tend to hit the damn same thing.
Clinton. Damn. No one wants to do a riddle, huh? Fawn's just done. I got quesadillas to cook. Quesadillas? Quesadillas? Got some quesadillas going on? Damn, son. Just gotta get some mac and cheese going on myself. You got your own place or staying with some homies? Staying with some homies, I say. You staying with some homies, Vato? You want to make sure you stay with some homies, Vato. You don't want some no unfriendly business coming by knocking on the door, I say. When they come by knocking on the door, they say you be wishing they killed you. That Mexican shit, yes it is, I say. See, it is, I say. The fuck you got a problem with that, huh, I say? You got a problem, Vato? Yeah, puta. I'll get you. I'll call to my homies. I'll make sure. I'll call my cabrones. Capreones. I'll make sure we go get our van and we'll make sure we fuck you up. I'll tell you what I say. You hear me, Vato? Yeah. Are we on the same level page now, I say? You better believe me, huh? Yeah, I'd fuck you up if it weren't for my little bit of respect for common man, I tell you, you know? We'll build a wall then? You don't understand that, say we're a cartel, we just tear it down. And also we go under it. It's called a tunnel, I say. Hey, Vato. It's called a shovel. Have you heard of it? We use a thing called a shovel. Gets us right over that.
Damn.
Or should I say, under that little wall there, Esther. John Travolta versus Tom Cruise, DFF. Goddamn. I got too much to listen. I got Paul's ideology that he did earlier, which is probably still going on. If all else, actually, no, it's probably done by now. He usually doesn't go more than 2 hours. But then there is DFF, John Travolta versus Tom Cruise. I can't miss that. All right, guys. You know what? I'm going on for more than 2.5 hours anyway.
Damn, people.
Like, I mean, come on. It's past y'all's bedtimes. Aight, it's y'all's past your bedtimes. Y'all needs to go to bed. Okay? It's the evening nights. You need to go tuck yourself. If you're at work, you go right home and go into that bed, mister. You just drop what you're doing right now. Get in that bed. Get in those covers and in those sheets. Rub one out if you need to, and then get your ass to sleep, bitch. Get your ass to sleep. 'Cause it's your bedtime. Damn. Damn, son. Don't mess with me. Do not mess with me. 'Cause I'm a nice guy. I'll hurt myself if you do. So please don't.
Well, then you better do what I said then, okay?
No, you're hurting my feelings. You're just being mean to me. I'm just a nice guy. I need nothing but affection and positivity, or else I'm gonna hurt myself and kill myself. No.
In the head right there is shut you up, you know?
No.
Okay.
Vanilla, no. Vanilla. Vanilla. Vanilla, no. Vanilla. Oh.
No way.
Here, Robert, riddle me this.
Huh?
Riddle me this. John Travolta versus Tom Cruise. Who would win?
I don't know.
Who would win in being the secret gay Scientologist lover?
Who?
Tom Cruise, little midget man, and then John Travolta has literally a fucking air like a fucking runway in his backyard.
I don't know. They're probably both gay. Or they did each other.
Well, I know John Travolta. Well, John Travolta is openly gay, but I mean, but Tom Cruise I think has been suspected to be, but I have no idea. I think they suspect that he is actually gay, but he's had too many female relationships. I think he's bi, if anything. Honestly, at this rate, if people suspect he's gay, he's probably bi. Shakip. I mean, not that it matters anyway. I mean, you know what? Just you know, he needs to have, you know, if he wants to love, he wants to love. Let him love. Love's love, bro. Let him love, bro. Love, bro. You just want love, bro. You just get you something, got love, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? Just gotta do it, bro. You just man, bro. Let's get higher,
Thank you, my friend. I'm not going there.
I have a feeling you have forgotten that you're wearing my hat.
Huh?
I have a feeling you forgot you're wearing my hat.
Oh, you want to take that?
That's what I was. Harley wears it all the time. Whenever he happens to be around, he'll snag it, so it's fine. You know what? I'm thinking about getting Harley a hat like that.
Ah, you had queen shit, motherfucker.
I think I'm gonna go find. I like that long pause between fuck and then
This lost $20,000. $20 million. I'm sorry.
Damn. I'm sorry, it's right. That was more than you initially said. Oh man.
Yeah, that shit I was up there, but shit I kept playing. I should have.
Here, Tom Cruise. Remember, he danced up his underpants. He had trouble keeping him on. Keeping it all in, lol. Oh, God.
Oh, 366. That ain't bad. Okay.
Tom Cruise had trouble keeping it all in. I remember seeing him dance in like a Komodo robe or whatever the fuck those robes are called in The Last Samurai. I remember seeing him dance in that shit. That was kind of funny. And then that Japanese lady stepped in and was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he was just like, "Oh, I'm sort of doing a dance. Don't mind me. I'm just Tom Cruising. I'm just Tom Cruising dancing in a toga robe." It was just like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Honestly, despite Tom Cruise's existence in that movie, I kind of like The Last Samurai. Like, that movie is okay, you know? It's a fun little action film. It kind of softly plays around with that whole historical event. I wish it was a little bit more accurate to shit, but hey, it was cool. It was a fun little story. It was a fun little movie. So I can't really give it too much rap. Can't give it that much shit. It's like a fun little movie to get kind of stoned to watch. I mean, it's kind of slow at parts, but once you get into the action, it's pretty awesome. If it's Cruise or Travolta, go Cruise, because more bang for your bucks. Well, hey, it's a public DFF, a public Deep Fat Fried episode on Deep Fat Fried. So, check out their channel, Deep Fat Fried. And if you love it enough, become a Patreon there. I will show Deep Fat Fried the Pessimist Productions as a fellow Patreon. A $10, Patreon there. Hear it from someone who pays himself. It's worth the content. I mean, I don't really like do Patreon for other channels really that much anymore, like I did initially. But like the only ones I really do now is just the Humanist Report. I did for a time. I had Kyle Kalinske on there. I need to get renewed. And then Pessimist Productions. That's pretty much it. Where did that cap go? I mean, I'd support more, but I don't got money. So, want to be your patron? Well, I don't got set up. It's a whole process of banks and shit, and I'm just not in a position right now to deal with that. That's why I haven't really done anything with that yet so far. It's not really in the best position. Just with other shit, you know. I don't want to explain it. I mean, it gets mildly mentioned every now and then, occasionally. If you hear close enough, I suppose. So, I like to kind of keep it at those mild, random little interventions. Minimal communication about that as possible. Because it's just... God damn it. It's just personal shit. Stuff not involved with the channel. If it's me and me alone, then that's one thing. And God, I look sweaty in here. Hold up. Let me use this. Oh, man. Ugh. Oh, man, my neck, dude. It's not, like, dirty, but it's wet. Dropping lighters. How fun. Alright, well, like I said, ya little sluts, it's your bedtime. It is your bedtime. Y'all need to go to bed. Go to bed. Where's the... Oh. My hat was hiding it. Oh man, your sweat rag, lol. This is not a sweat rag. It's not a sweat... It's not a sweat rag, dude. It's just... Tyler brought this in here one time because he has a runny nose. Just left it in here. So it's just been in here. I don't... It's just like, so... It's the first thing it was right next to me and I just grabbed it. So whatever. I'm going anyway, so there. Well, fine then, sir. Fine then. Fine. Leave this place. Leave this space. Be gone from this land. Be gone from it. And never return. Never return. Boom.
Thank you, my friend. Is it?
No, you first. I'll drag this on to 3 hours if I have to. I'm just kidding, I'm not. But then ignore. Indeed, I am, good sir. Indeed, I am. At 2 hours and, well, 54 minutes. To be clear, it's 2 hours, 53 minutes, and 49 seconds, but who cares? Anyway, I'll wait a few more seconds for final comments because I have a feeling there's probably one or two that's gonna pop up. So I'll give it a second. Give everyone a little bit of a moment to say final words if need. Cash this last bowl for those final words. Ha. Well. Ha to you, sir. Because we be going now. Peace out. And see y'all the next one.